everybody, it's Marissa from Marissa's Manic Life, and I'm here to talk about mental health, mental illness, and my experience with living with bipolar 2. So, I've kind of been on a hiatus, a fast of, kind of just a separation between me and social media. When I graduated, I started with this very quickly, and I jumped in feet first, and I kind of was, in a sense, overwhelmed by all the emotion. I am an empathic person, and I feel deeply people's feelings and emotions and the events that are happening in this world. And so for me, social media is kind of a hard spot. And so I, in a lot of instances, have to distance myself from very emotional things on social media. And so I realized that I was becoming so emotional about everything on social media. I had to do a fast. I had to do a detox of social media for my life and not be consumed by social media. And so I felt like I did a video a few weeks ago prior to me stopping, and I did it about detoxing from social media. And I rewatched the video to edit it, and I just felt like it was speaking to me. And I basically did the video for myself, and I said, you know what, I need to take a break. And so I'm trying to come back into it in a more calm, controlled way. And so I just want to reach out to you guys, because sometimes it feels like we are supposed to be on social media. We're supposed to know all this information. Oh, didn't you see this on social media? Like, you're not in the know if you haven't seen this on Facebook, or you haven't seen it here or here or here. Like, oh, you didn't know there was this horrible thing across the country? Well, it was on Facebook. And it's not all about Facebook. Like, we get our news from these sources, and it's like a telephone, and we're getting all this information all the time. And I think it's an overload. Like, I know this sounds weird, but I just feel like we focus so much on social media that we aren't looking at the actual world. Like, we aren't paying attention to the people in our lives. We're not paying attention and having a relationship with them, with God, or what's happening around you, because you're so consumed about what this social media is. We almost worship whatever it gives us. And I think it sucks. I mean, how do we give this platform so much control over our emotions and our lives and what we get from this world? And I think that's something we need to focus on. And so for me, I haven't had Facebook in over 4 years. And I have no plan on getting back on Facebook. And, I don't have Twitter. I only have Instagram. And even then, I just spent, 2 months off of Instagram, and it didn't matter. And it really is an interesting thing to be completely disconnected for a while. I really realized that I took care of myself. I was able to focus on what was affecting my emotions and how my dysregulation with my bipolar had been caused by jumping in and hearing everybody else's story, because I am so empathetic. I can, when I see all these other all these people with mental illnesses and emotional things and going on, and these trigger warnings, and it emotionally affects me. And so I had to separate myself from the social media to reconnect with myself. And I think it was totally worth it. And so I'm coming back and doing videos, but I'm doing it very cautiously and very calculated to make sure that I can find the balance between having a relationship with myself and God over having a relationship with the social media, and having all this stuff that people are, saying, if you're not on social media, you're not in the know. But the problem is that's not what's important necessarily. If someone's in the hospital, they're contacting you. If they're not contacting you or making sure you know, then what is the point? I want to have a personal conversation with someone. If someone's in the hospital, if someone's having a marriage or relationship, a baby, all that, I don't want to just find out on some post. And so I think it's important to build those relationships back up with people and have solid footing, and not just, oh, well, I know them because I see their post once a week. So that's kind of where I've been at. And I want to pray and hope that you really take a look at your social media usage. We've become so numb to it. We've become so numb to this social media that we don't necessarily understand how it affects us. You know, there's been times where I've seen people who are really nice people in person, but then attack people on social media because they think somehow that is forgivable. That, oh, well, it's just on social media I can comment these horrible, horrible things. But it's not. It turns these people into horrible things when they see these comments and hatred, and they think it's so easy to share their hate on the internet, and then it's so easy for us to see and take in their hate. And it makes me crazy. And I want to hope and pray that you take a moment and look at your social media, what you've been viewing, what you've been saying, and really look at it. Because we are here to love God and love people. And you can't show love and respect when you're showing hate on the internet, or you can't love God if you're loving something else. You have to have love for God over love for social media. And so that's my little rant for the day. And I just hope you guys have a really good week. And I pray that you guys really hear this, and hopefully I'm not speaking gibberish. So please follow and like and subscribe and all that wonderful YouTube stuff, and find me on Instagram. I'd really like to talk with you if you want to have a personal conversation with me about social media. I would love to talk to you about it. So please follow, like, all that stuff. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.